Well, first of all, I got to thank Alex for speaking of appreciation and gratitude and giving, you giving your energy and time to bring all of us together and giving me the floor to bring value today, giving me the opportunity to do that. Thank you. And thanks everyone for being here, being a part of this. I feel honored to be a part of this powerful group of women entrepreneurs. So I'm going to share my screen here. I do have some slides. Okay, stop other computers.
I go ahead.
Are you able to? All right.
Yeah, I was sharing.
Okay.
I am sharing.
Perfect. Yep. Great. And plus, you all know when the knife lady shows up to present, it's going to be a good time, right?
I forgot to tell you, she's the knife lady.
You did. You mentioned.
I don't want to lead with that. That's like you tell them after you give them the second glass of wine.
That's right. So we're going to talk about loving on your tribe, what that means to me, why I think it matters in business, and wherever you're at in business, hopefully you can get something from this. And so yes, I sell knives. I sell Cutco gifts. We're a business gifting company, but I see my real business as client loyalty and referrals. Everything that I do in my business, in our industry, in the industry I serve, everything that I do for in my business for our clients, from sharing messages like what I'm going to share today to getting our clients memorable gifts that have an impact. Everything that I do in my business is in service to helping other business owners build a resilient, repeat and referral based business that I've been privileged and able to do, help other business owners create loyalty, attract referrals. And I will tell you that I'm going to myth bust for a moment here. I don't know how many of you watched Beth Stiller's talk in January. I loved it. And she mentioned something about myth busting and the power of doing that. And she said, just because she's the public speaking expert, she's not always perfect at public speaking. And I just want to myth bust for a moment. I don't consider myself the absolute guru on gifting or the absolute expert on gifting. Gifts isn't even one of my love languages. If anybody has read that book, The 5 Love Languages, but relationships matter a ton to me. And in 28 years of business, yes, I have been a business owner for 28 years. I started selling Cutco when I was 4. They gave me a bag of knives and said, good luck to you. That's my one joke. Obviously, I'm not a comedian, but I started selling Cutco when I was 18 as a part-time summer job through university. I was just going to do it for business experience. And one thing led to another. I never cared about being in sales. I didn't identify as a salesperson. I saw that as a negative thing, actually. But what I did notice right away is that I really loved the relationship building aspect of running my business. And that led to sales anyway. And in the first 15 years of business, I built my database to 3,000 clients, almost 100% through referral, and then entered the business gifting space as Cutco Gifts. And that's been the last 14 years building that business and brand across Canada. And I will tell you, in 28, 29 years of business now, all I've ever cared about is building great relationships and running a business I feel proud of. And I've seen firsthand the impact of gifting in deepening relationships, nurturing loyalty, and attracting referrals. And I will tell you that one of the biggest lessons as a business owner that I've had, or one of my greatest lessons, is I believe that loyalty, client loyalty or staff loyalty is the number one thing we could ever ask for. It's a competitive advantage. And that I believe generosity is the most powerful tool to unlock loyalty. Generosity to me can mean a lot of different things. We can be generous with our acknowledgement, verbal acknowledgement of people. We can be generous with our time and attention. I think Storm, we were talking a lot about gifting in December, right? And I think it was Storm that said, one of the greatest gifts we can give people is our time, being generous with our time and attention. It could be that in our presence. Generosity can mean giving value, giving education, like a lot of realtors and mortgage brokers, I think on this mastermind, educating people about the market. Linda teaching people to dance, sharing our stories generously or sharing our skill set. And generosity can also mean, in my world, in my mind, giving gifts. Gifts for centuries have simply been a vehicle to show the value we're placing on a relationship, right? And if relationships are our business, which I believe they are, then gifts become this beautiful way to honor and acknowledge our relationships, and I think often underutilized way to say thank you to our staff, our teams, our partners, our suppliers, our clients, our VIPs, our referral sources. So it begs a few questions in my mind, and it might in yours too, I'm not sure. And I don't profess to have all the answers, but these are some questions that I have. Does it matter what you give in business? Is there a right or wrong way to do this business gifting thing or gift? Is it the same as gifting personally, right? Speaking of that, how do we personalize when in reality, sometimes we don't know a lot about our clients, or sometimes we don't know a lot about the person we want to give something to? You know, how do we stay memorable and thoughtful as we get busier and busier? How do we scale thoughtfulness, right? So we're not running around trying to figure it out when we have thousands of things to do in our business. So one of our clients, she's a top realtor here. We work with a lot of realtors and mortgage brokers, of course, but also other business owners. But she wrote this testimonial and I loved it because I thought it captured some of the challenge that business owners can face. And you may or may not have had these challenges, but I think this speaks to some. We want to appreciate people. I think we all get on some level that I feel when I'm appreciated and acknowledged, I want to give back. It's like this reciprocity is real. Like when people give, you want to kind of give back to the people that, you know, when people feel appreciated and acknowledged, they are more likely to stay. Did you know 68% of people leave their salesperson because they feel they're indifferent to the relationship? Right? So we know there's power in appreciation, and then we hit a wall sometimes. What do I give? How do I do it? How do I execute on that? I'm busy, I've got a lot going on. So that's why I wanted to empower you today, hopefully with some tools, share my gifting playbook. I'm going to share a little bit of what I do, what I've done in business, what some others have done, and what my mentors have taught me, and hopefully empower you to think about this a little bit ahead of time as part of a relationship plan. We have a lot of plans in our business, right? Marketing plans, social media plans, financial plans. What about relationship plans? And gifting can be a strong part of that.
Okay, so Bonnie, just before you continue, first of all, guys, I don't know, I'm taking a whole bunch of notes here. Sorry, I was fumbling with something earlier, but I just wanted to let you know, Bonnie, this is amazing and it's incredible. And turn your timer off and just don't rush through this. This is valuable. And you know, I don't want you looking at your timer. So turn off the timer.
I'm like, oh, I'm 30 seconds behind. Okay.
You probably are too. No, this is amazing. Guys, is this amazing? Right. Give me a heart, give me an emoji, wave, dance. I don't know, you know, undo your bra or something, whatever. I told you it's got to be fun, ladies. Come on, man. Bonnie told the first.
Okay, I'll take off my shirt. All right.
All right, go ahead.
Awesome. So the first step in my gifting playbook. Oh, and by the way, spoiler alert, you are going to see some pictures of knives because that's just what we do. But I have tried to pull in other examples that hopefully everyone can relate to too. And I mean, I do believe in showing love with sharp things. So consider who. This is the first step. And you might think to yourself well, that's obvious, Bonnie. Of course, the who is I'm gifting or giving to is going to inform the what. But I want to actually speak about this as more of a macro thing of consider who your tribe is. We talk a lot about loving on your tribe, and your tribe is your vibe. Have you defined your tribe? Have you defined your top 20%, your VIPs, your key relationships? Now, but when you're new in business, this is everybody. Right? You've got 2 clients, those are your VIPs. You've got 10 clients, those are your VIPs. You've got 1 staff member, that's your VIP staff member, right? Everyone's your key relationship. But it's my experience as our business grows and our database grows, it's really powerful to segment your top 20% and make a list of who those people are. Alex has done this. She has a list of 70 people, probably a much, much larger database. By the way, I'm telling you this because I procrastinated it for years. I kept reading this was important. And by the way, why I think it's important is we all know the 80-20 rule, right? Chances are 20% of your business, and I've seen this for sure in mine, 20% of your people, your clients, for example, are going to give you 80% of your business and referrals. Do you know who these people are? And more importantly, do they know how important they are to you? And so I didn't do this for a long time. That's why I'm sharing this, because I think a lot of business owners miss this step. I finally made a list 9 years ago. Our database was growing rapidly as a business gifting company. I made a list of our top 75 clients. They were incredible. And this was born out of pure gratitude. And I didn't do anything epic, but I needed to do something to them because I wanted to say thank you. So I wrote them a letter. I sent them a coffee on me. I donated on their behalf. Most importantly, I declared them as my tribe. I told them who they were to be. Like, you are my gold. And since then, what you focus on expands and what you appreciate appreciates. I have loved on that group a little extra, shine my light a little more. Why? Because these are the people that will tell your story. These are the people that will go to bat for you if you ever need anything. And it's quite incredible. This group now for me has grown to 300 people. So start a list today if you haven't already. And it could be 2 people, could be 10 people, could be 100 people. And then systematically set out to love on that tribe as best you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just do something. I'm going to give you a couple examples and then we'll move on to the next point. One of our clients, he's a top realtor actually in Edmonton. He sent out, I'll just show you so you can visualize it. He sent out, he's going to reference this, 27 of these little knives that could, he calls them, as a surprise, beautifully messaged. We're going to talk about that, to 27 of his top 5-star reviewers. And I asked him how it went. And this is what he sent to me.
Hey there, Vonnie. It's Taylor here. I hope that you're doing awesome. I'm going to do some math for you. So we sent out about 27 of the little knives that could, and based on my estimate, I think we've 10x'd our money in 60 days. So not all the deals are written yet, but what I'm saying is that we have almost got a 20% referral rate using this mechanism in 60 days since implementation. So that makes me feel awesome. In fact, that makes me feel like a gangster.
Oh, I like this guy.
that would be my song. Okay, if I was hosting a mastermind group. So that was really cool to see. We talk about giving starts the receiving process, and it's amazing. I know Taylor had no strings attached. I just sent out 15 surprise gifts to top key relationships across Canada with handwritten cards. I can't wait for them to land, not because I'm expecting anything in return. I just know great things happen eventually. I'm just giving. I love the act of giving, and it's so powerful. So that's an example of some of the receiving that came back. A lot of our clients have knives. Like we actually build their collection through time, and we model that for our clients to do with their clients and key relationships. So a lot of my gold group and VIPs have Cutco, a lot of Cutco. So last year I was like, what do I get them? So I sent them personalized Yetis. If you don't know what Yetis are, they're world class, and we personalized them and they loved it. One of my clients texted me from Mexico saying, thanks, it's keeping my cocktail cold. And I was like, great, that's really good. I'm kind of jealous. Some of our clients, we have a company here in the city that has a 10-year loyalty program to build this set with their staff and their top investors. So we have a whole plan laid out that every year they get 2 or 3 pieces, and these are the pieces they get to build the collection. You can do this with other gifts, find a succession gift and kind of build through time. But that's, as my point here is, start your VIP list. And even if it's a 30-second video you send them today saying, I appreciate you, I just wanted you to know that goes miles. It's powerful. So now what do you do, right? When you want a gift, maybe you've got your VIP list, maybe it's 5 people, maybe it's 50 people. Consider what to give. Now, I will veer away here from talking about gift baskets and gift cards. Nothing wrong with those. I actually received a gift basket recently commemorating a milestone achievement from my company. It was so thoughtfully done. It was amazing. So, but I will tell you, part of the reason we came in the business gifting space ourselves is because we noticed that most business owners were gifting baskets, gift cards, bottles of wine, dinner out, things like that. Those are alcohol. Those are great gifts. They're great. But 90% of gifts are being consumed immediately, right? You give it, they like it, they eat it, drink it, spend it, it's gone. There's nothing left to remind the client of the experience, the relationship. And so we wanted to do something different. So that's why we partnered with Cutco, is because we wanted, and some other products, but we wanted to make sure, I'm definitely biased, I will tell you all, towards gifting something memorable, keepsake, commemorative, long-lasting, useful, high-end. They're not hard to find products, but they're not also easy to find. And we've searched, and Cutco fits the bill definitely. Yeti, I just showed you, custom wood boards. Some of our clients do local charcuterie boards paired with a knife, for example, or they'll do the knife separately, or the charcuterie board. You can, those are things that last, that are useful for people. I definitely love the idea of pairing a commemorative or keepsake memorable item with consumables, especially sharp knives and alcohol.
This is my thing. That's
That's my
two jokes you told.
that's my
This is
second
my
joke.
thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna endorse this in a minute, but this is the part where I just want to hone everybody back in again. So obviously Bonnie's playground is Cutco, and they are amazing gifts, but I don't want you to hear this like a sales pitch for Cutco. This is take whatever the ideas are, and then she's beautifully demonstrating like the different examples, the different possibilities, but it's thinking about something like this or something else that will have the qualities that Bonnie's talking about
Yes.
for sure. So sorry to interrupt you, but I just wanted to, and then this is my favorite thing, the gratitude box. I'll share about that later.
Yeah, the
Go ahead.
gratitude box. So you could put anything else in the side here and then pair it with something else too. A Yeti could go in that side, right? Like a mug or, something that you love. Anything like that. Like that could, it's true. We're talking here about, I was talking to Storm, don't go she said, I love this. Don't go the easy route, be memorable. And where I went with it is, what if memorable can be easier? Not just, what makes, I think, gifting a little bit easier is, and why I love keepsake items, whether it's knives or boards or Yetis or whatever it might be, is you can have them on hand. And so down to thank you cards. I have a stack of 20 thank you cards at my desk at all times, so that I never miss an opportunity to give, because when I'm feeling gratitude, I can turn that gratitude into action and write that card right away or send that gift or whatever. So if you can find products or gifts that you can have on hand, it's easier to be memorable. So and even we have little chocolates for our gold group, gold wrap chocolates and stickers, like just even to elevate a handwritten card. So even if you're starting with having like cards on hand, it's such a powerful way to turn your gratitude into something tangible or actionable. Last thing I'll say, consumables. Some of you know I've done I think there's some people on this call, like Tina does cookie dough coming up for Valentine's Day. What a beautiful touch, or cookie pizzas or something like that. Like, I'm not about, like, consumables can be really cool. We sent this client, we made an error on his gifts. We sent him 28 gratitude boxes in error. He had to ship them back to us. It was just it took time. And so I sent him 28 homemade energy balls for every wine box we sent him in error. And it turned the whole situation around. Gifting can really not fix everything, but it can kind of turn a negative situation into a really great one. And finally, homemade cookies and things like that, consumables, you can order things from bakeries. We've done, like, I started sending out 14 years ago when I entered the business gifting space, I wanted to say thank you to some of my real estate partners and offices. So I made 50 cookies, and I went around, and part of it was the face-to-face, being able to pop by and connect with these guys and say thank you. And that's grown to a 300 to 400 cookie production every Christmas now. And we have to mail some cookies because we have relationships across Canada, but sometimes it is just the little things. So my last thing I want to say when you're considering what to give is perfection is the enemy of done. I have even gotten into paralysis of analysis on this and killing yourself to try to find the perfect gift. I think sometimes it's just more important that you get something out there, something thoughtful. Just even a little thing can say, I'm thinking of you, or it could be deeply meaningful and you work on it for 2 months and but just, I don't think there's a lot of wrong answers when it comes to giving, showing love and gratitude. As long as you're not gifting wine to somebody who doesn't drink, those sorts of things. All right, last couple points I'm going to make, and these are a little bit faster. Just so you know, I know where I'm not watching the time, but consider how. So we've got our who, we've got our what, and consider how to give the gift. In my opinion, this is more important than the what you give. It's how the gift is messaged is the most important thing, whether it's the handwritten card that goes with it, whatever it happens to be, makes it meaningful and makes it thoughtful. We teach our clients, for example, when they're gifting knives, to say what's real for them, why they're giving the gift. It could be, hey, I had a lot of options of what to give you. This might seem unusual, but I wanted to get you something long lasting that you and your family would use every day and create amazing memories in your new home, or however they want to say it. But we try to coach them a little on that. And but it's all in how you give it. It can be fun too. Like Alex is talking about fun. We did bath bombs for some of our clients as a touch last spring. Just, you're the bomb.
You're the bomb.
We do ice cream scoops. Cutco makes some ice cream. So you could do this with a local ice cream scoop or company, a local ice cream shop. We've done ice cream scoops like, here's the scoop, you're the best. Super cheesy, but fun. The pizza cutter, it's been
Pizza.
yeah, Alex could do from one pizza cutter to another, pizza lover to another. We have, like, Cutco has a spreader, so our clients love this. Thanks for spreading the word. It's super cheesy, but as a referral gift for them, they love it and their clients love it. And then it could be deeply meaningful. This lady, I didn't know her very well. She was a co-host on a podcast I did. And I wanted to send her a gift. I wanted to say thank you, but I didn't know enough about her. So I dug deep into her Facebook. I just went in and became a friend. I looked through and I super connected to her journey of self-love. And she referenced it often. She was very open. And I connected to that. So I sent her a knife engraved with hashtag self-love with a note, telling her how meaningful her journey was and how I connected to that. And she posted this and it blew me away. It almost brought me to tears, the impact of that gift for her and for me, the giver. So last thing I'll end with.
Incredible. That's incredible.
Uh-huh.
It really is, because meaningful. I know, you shared about the box that you got for Storm.
Mhm.
And it's true, because so when I reached out, we connected through here, and I have to tell you guys something. I've known of Vonnie for a long time, and every time I go to a conference and they're talking about the knives, and I don't know, this is the first time I went, I said, oh, this is too expensive. I'm not going to do this. And I passed over it so many times. And now that we've done business together and I've got a whole bunch of stuff, like you said, I pre-ordered my closing gifts for my clients, also because I want to create that future of those transactions, but I have them ready to go and they're here. But after I spoke with Vonnie the first time, about, I don't know, 3 or 4 days later, I get this in the mail, or delivered to my house. And it's one of her knives that I actually ordered. I don't know if you can see that, but you see, it says, you might not be able to because of the glare, but it says inspire her.
Wow.
Like, that's not even my real estate business. And I ordered these gifts for my real estate clients. And she was thoughtful enough to say, let me grab, and she didn't even have this. I don't know how well, I'm sure you found it and you did what you did. But I tell you guys, the knife is dirty because this thing is on my counter. I use it. And every single time I use it, Vonnie, not maybe for prolonged periods of time because I like my fingers, but I think of you. Right?
Can I just,
like, people don't remember what you do. They only and always remember how you make them feel. This knife brings all kinds of emotions to me when I hold it, especially when my boyfriend pisses me off and he's standing in front of me. Ha, there's the fourth joke. Somebody wanted to say something.
Alex, it's Sue. I was just going to say, Vonnie, it's so much, it's more than just a product. You are a very caring and generous person. The fact that you took the time to go that deep into finding what was meaningful to that co-host and to write inspire her for Alex. I mean, that's a whole nother level of who you are. I mean, that just speaks volumes that you take the time to really learn about something. That's really special.
Which is great in itself. And that means Vonnie has got a seat right beside St. Peter up there, but the result, like, that's all great. But the result is, anytime I think of somebody, I can't, like, I'm thinking, how can I get them to Vonnie? I want to contribute to her. I want to give back to her. I want to, I want it to be reciprocal. So that's, and the point that you're driving at here. So sorry to interrupt you, but I wanted to point that out. This is great.
Thanks.
We should have charged for this call. Everybody give me money.
Well, thank you.
Actually, let's give our charity money. By the way, guys, the link got popped into the chat there. So if you have a second during the call, that'd be great too. Vonnie, go ahead. Take it away.
Yeah, actually, on Sue, I really appreciate that. And actually, I was talking to my wife about this. I just want to interject this story. Sometimes it's deeply, sometimes I go to great lengths to find out something with Alex, it was a little easier. I'm like, inspire her. We got to get that logo on a knife, right? Because that's commemorative of this for her. And, digging deep into Laura's Facebook and stuff and her journey there. But my wife was saying, let's not discount, it's kind of like sometimes you say, I love you to your partner and it's deeply, you're looking in each other's eyes and it's just, and sometimes you're just leaving the house. You're like, love ya. It all counts. Like, I think sometimes I don't go to all of those lengths to be so, oh my God, dig deep into somebody's, like sometimes it's just sending the homemade energy balls or whatever. It's the thought, and you just kind of, it's not as digging deep into things. But yeah, one of my mentors said, it's not the thought that counts. It's the thoughtful thought that counts. And I love that because it doesn't have to take a whole bunch of time to have that thoughtful thought. But thank you for that. It all counts is what I'm saying when there's a little bit of thought behind it. And sometimes there's a lot of thought. Okay, I'm going to end with considering when. To me, this is the secret weapon of gifting. And Storm's organization, Richard Robbins, has taught me even more the power of delivering the unexpected. And Alex said this, the best gift is an unexpected one. Now, I believe in gifting at expected and unexpected times. But let me give you some, it's really neat to try to stay away from obligatory times. Now, I still do Christmas cookie deliveries, things like that. So, but consider other times of the year. I call this planned randomness, or plan your unexpected gifting. So we've done Halloween treat boxes. You could do something for your top 5 clients at St. Patrick's Day and say, we are so lucky to work with you. Like, I'm punny that way, but some of our clients have done spa packages for Mother's Day, or barbecue, like Father's Day packages, barbecue packages for fathers, clients of theirs that are dads. Like, try to maybe go out of the box a little, think of non-obligatory times for gifting, because sometimes Christmas, your gift can get lost in the shuffle. So Thanksgiving is an awesome one. We sent out 100 Mr. Thank You Project books, which I love this book. And we wrapped it in gold, like put it in gold envelopes for our gold group and sent 100 of those out with gratitude messages for our top 100 clients. But really, truly, in summary, giving does start the receiving process. And the key for me in that is no strings attached. I'm not attached to any expectation of what that gift will provide for me. I just want to give and be a giver out there. And I have seen and experienced when you love on your tribe, that is how you create an army of advocates. And that's quite powerful. So there's my cell number. There's our website if you want to connect with me in any way. And what the heck? Let's do a draw. I wasn't sure I'd do a draw, but let's do it. So everybody,
are you kidding me?
Yeah, let's do
I
a draw.
charged. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we're not gonna do it live, but everybody who texts me their name is gonna get in the draw to win a piece of gecko. Let's do that. And so text me your name. Make sure I have your name because I don't know what your phone number is. And if
can I enter the contest, or am I not allowed? Okay.
100%. And if anybody wants more information on, or just help with gifting in general, put the word sharp in your text thread to me and I'll follow up. And maybe I just want to be a resource for everybody here, whether it's knives or not knives. Like, if you need any support here, just feel free to reach out. Put the word sharp in your text to me, but that'll indicate to me to just check in with you and follow up. But yeah, text me your name to get in the draw, and I'll do a draw tonight or tomorrow, and I'll film it and I'll send it to Alex, and the winner will get a piece of gecko.
Oh, that's amazing. Maybe we'll do. Can I pick can it be a pizza cutter? Since I'm the pizza person.
You could have your pick there.
Okay, there we go.